Nobody wakes up on Black Friday excited to read 200 emails. They're excited to find something they love. But when every subject line is screaming, sale, and every graphic is blasting neon urgency, most campaigns blur together. Customers are scrolling, skimming, deleting, and yet some brands do break through. They get the clicks, they get the sales, and they get the attention. Not because they're louder, but because they're smarter. In this episode, I'll let you in on some secrets to make your Black Friday Cyber Monday campaign emails stand out in the inbox stampede and actually feel like a welcome guest instead of just more noise. I'm Laryssa, and for nearly a decade with my agency Joya, I've been helping women-focused product-based e-commerce brands grow with more intention, creativity, and clarity. We ditch the marketing formulas that don't feel like you and build strategies that actually connect. Before I dive in, this episode is part of a whole Black Friday Cyber Monday series that I'm running through the end of October. Every week, I'm unpacking a different angle of holiday marketing so you're fully prepared. And if you'd like to go deeper, I've put together my official 2025 BFCM briefing. It's a 15+ page strategic guide that serious brands are already using to stay ahead of the chaos. You can grab it at joya.com/BFCM, and the link is also in the show notes. All right, friends, that BFCM inbox is madness, no doubt, but it is survivable if you know how to navigate it. Your campaign emails are stepping into a packed arena where everyone's trying to get the crowd's attention at once. The question is, what makes your message the one they notice and cheer for? Timing matters so much here. When it comes to standing out in that inbox stampede, most people assume subject lines are everything. And don't get me wrong, they matter a lot. But before I even get there, I want to step back a little bit. The very first decision you make is when your email lands in that inbox. If you're running a traditional Black Friday, Cyber Monday promotion, you don't have endless flexibility. The weekend is obviously condensed. Everyone's sending in that same 72-hour window, but timing still matters. Your subscribers, they're spread across time zones. They're checking their inboxes at different times of day. So ask yourself, do you really know when your audience is most likely to open and click? If you don't, use right now, October, hopefully you're not watching this the day before Black Friday, as your testing ground. Run A/B tests on send times. Split your list. Try early morning versus lunchtime, evening versus late night. Look at click rate as the deciding metric. Even better, if your platform offers send time optimization like Klaviyo Smart Send Time, use it. But don't wait for the big weekend to figure this out. Think of the weeks leading up to it as a dress rehearsal before opening night. All right, yes, subject lines. Once your email lands at that right time, the subject line becomes your golden ticket. Without a compelling one, well, you're invisible. Nobody's going to open your email. But the challenge here, especially on Black Friday weekend, is that everyone is shouting the same message. They're saying sale. They're saying biggest deal ever. It's all blending together. Let me give you an example. Sometimes I'm scrolling through my own Gmail promotions tab. I subscribe to a lot of emails, but I'll see two completely different brands stacked back to back in my inbox. And by accident and coincidence, their subject lines are nearly identical. Like they have the same sparkle emoji and it's some variety of hurry and soon structure. And I kind of chuckle, but then I delete both. Because I'm like, well, I don't know. That's the reality. I'm not being harsh. Like that's how people engage with their inboxes. And you as a sender have no control, zero control over what comes in the inbox before your email and what comes in the inbox after your email. Your luxury skincare promotion could land right between dog food and diapers. And the only thing you can control is how your subject line expresses your unique brand voice and gets the subject across, because it's a subject line, right? If your subscribers recognize you instantly, if they hear your brand in that line, you've already won more attention than the dozens of forgettable 50% offs all around you. Now, let's say you nail the timing and the subject line. Congrats, you've earned the open. But that, my friends, is only the beginning. You also gotta make that email scannable. On BFCM weekend, your customer is not leisurely reading your campaign like a Sunday newspaper, but who does that anymore? They are in speed shopping mode. They've got a mental list, checking it twice, comparing deals. They're juggling leftovers and maybe even holiday travel. Guess what? They are skimming. They are speed looking at their email. So what does that mean for you? It means your email has to be ridiculously scannable. Big headline, bite-sized copy, buttons everywhere, high contrast, easy to see and understand without even having to actually read. If someone spends 5 seconds on your email, literally 5, and you may not get that, actually, you probably won't even get that, they should know immediately what's happening, who are you, what the offer is, and where do they click. And here's another layer. BFCM is a holiday weekend. A lot of people are off work. They're away from their desks if they work at a computer. And that means they're opening your emails on their phones. So mobile optimization is not optional here. It is 100% essential. Merchandise, merchandise, merchandise. Even with good design, you can't just toss out a blanket 20% off site-wide and call it a day. This is where merchandising comes in. Think of your email as a curated display, like a store window. You don't cram every product in there. You highlight what makes sense for the season, the trends, the shopper's mindset, like gifts under $100, cozy favorites, staff picks. When you curate your emails and more broadly, your e-commerce website that way, that curation is not fluff, it's a service. You're guiding your customer so they don't have to do all the work of digging. And have some perspective. I think we need to talk about perspective here because yes, BFCM is crowded. Yes, it is very repetitive. But if your only reason for participating in this promotional weekend is, well, everyone else is, then guess what? You're going to sound like everyone else too. Your campaigns need to carry a point of view. Why are you stepping into this weekend? What's the value you're offering that makes it worth your customers' attention? Why buy from you right now in this moment? That clarity, the why, as they say, changes everything. It shapes your subject lines. It informs your merchandising. It makes your emails feel intentional instead of generic. And trust me, your customers can tell the difference when you're phoning it in and when you have a purpose. So if I had to distill it all down, you're going to test your timing way ahead of time. And if it's already too late, it's okay, but make sure throughout the year that you are dialing in those send times. Sharpen your subject lines, design for people who are scanning, merchandise with purpose, and bring your own unique perspective and your why. That's how you move from just another holiday promotion to being the brand your customer trusts to deliver clarity, value, and maybe even a little delight in the midst of the chaos. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and check out my other videos for even more tips.